Hello, my name is Devin with HDpiano.com, and I've got a very special tutorial for you guys today. This is Rock of Ages, as recorded by Herman Berman. Now, Herman Berman was kind enough to send us a little play-along track for the lesson, so we're going to have some fun. So we're going to be learning that much here in this first video, but of course over at HDpiano.com you can learn and play along with the rest of the song. So I hope to see you there after this. Now, just to clarify, this is Rock of Ages, not the Def Leppard song, not the Christian hymn, but the English adaptation of the Hebrew poem called Maoz Tzur, pardon my pronunciation, as recorded by Herman Berman on his wonderful, delicious Hanukkah album called The Menorah, It's Lit, which just came out on December 1st. So if you haven't checked it out, please go check out that album. It's a goldmine for gospel piano. And honestly, I don't know what Herman Berman did in a past life, but man, this dude can play the heck out of the piano. So we were very thrilled when he asked us to make a tutorial for one of his songs, all right? Now, this tutorial is kind of it condenses the whirly and the CP70, CP80 parts kind of into one mix of both parts. So it's not a perfect representation of either, but I think it captures the style and the energy of the piece. We are in the key of D flat major. That means we have 5 flats: D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, all the black keys, plus F and C. Why do I tell you this? Well, even though we're going to be seeing a lot of like chromatic gospel harmony, there's going to be a lot of motion up and down the scale, so it's very important that you know the notes of the D flat major scale. It'll help this lesson go a lot smoother. Okay, well, let's begin. Middle C is here, and we start with this classic gospel walk up into our 2-measure intro. Left hand walks up from E flat to F to G flat and lands on A flat. That all takes place in beat 4. We are in 12/8, so we hear 3/8 notes per beat. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right, walking up in octaves, while the right hand plays an E flat minor triad, second inversion, down to a D flat second inversion triad, back up, and then back down. All right, so we have 2 chords in the right, over an ascending bass line in the left. This lands us at D flat major, A flat, D flat, F, over A flat in the left. Do this little line, A flat, G flat, down to A flat 7, our 5/7 chord, G flat, C, and E flat, and then a little bluesy riff, and we land on the 1 chord, D flat major. And we see this beautiful little interior 6th motion here. So we hit D flat, and we go 1, F. All right, so 1 and a 2 and a 3. And that's C flat and A flat, moving down the scale to B flat and G flat, A flat and F. Okay? And we follow that up with this epic kind of shout gospel piano move here, straight out of Dr. Ethel Caffey's playbook. This is D flat over F, E flat minor over G flat, D flat major over A flat, E diminished over B flat, and C half diminished, leading us back to D flat. All right, so we start with D flat, F, A flat, D flat in the right, come down to E flat, G flat, B flat, take that down a step in the scale, and then we have B flat, E, and G, keeping that B flat, E flat, and G flat, and we're back to D flat major. All right, so let's revisit that intro and start to put it into tempo. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, more time, even slower. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. All right, I would say that's the hardest part. It's really hard to nail this. I had to practice that quite a bit. So if you're working on that, I would recommend starting with just the lower octave or the upper octave, but one note in the bass. That way you can devote your attention to your right hand and just loop it until you feel like you can look away. You don't even have to think about it. And then add the octaves back to the left, etc. All right. Excellent. That's a wonderful little trick. And if you want a super challenge, go learn how to play that in all 12 keys. Herman Berman would be proud. Okay. Verse 1. It gets much easier here. Start with D flats in the left, A flat, D flat, F in the right. Take that exact shape down to F minor 7, F in the left, E flat, A flat, C in the right, B flat minor 7, F, A flat, D flat. And the left hand's always going to be playing the roots for the most part. That means the first note of the chord symbol. And E flat minor here, B flat, E flat, G flat. And here we move the top two notes down the scale and back up. So our first measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. This is our first chord with an A flat in the bass. And then an A flat 7, which you learned in the intro. Oops, and then resolving that to D flat. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1. We walk up the scale, F, G flat, landing here on F diminished, F, B, or C flat technically, D natural, and A flat. And then we take our left hand down to a B flat, and take our right pinky up to a B flat, adding in an F. We get B flat, C flat, D, F, B flat, which is the 5 chord of the 2, which is E flat minor. So we get a sense of tension and release here on the 2. E flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. And here we have A natural or B double flat in the left hand and the right hand thumb. And again, we do this, right? Moving down the scale and back up. D flat over A flat, a voicing we know, to A flat 7, another voicing we know, to D flat. And we see another little gospel trick there. Before we saw this. Right, that was C flat in the bass, but this time we see a 3 and a 4 and a 1. So we hit the chord, and then we have C in the bass with A flat and D flat, keeping that D flat to G flat, and then landing here on D flat major. All right, so let's recap those 4 measures. 2, 3, and 4, and All right, so if you're curious about the harmony, I'm mostly just spelling out the notes in this first video. I will make a separate video that talks about the harmony and kind of the function of each of these chords, because I think Herman's done some really wonderful stuff, obviously taking a song that wasn't intended to be quite so hip and taking it there. And it'll be fun to kind of dissect what's going on. So we'll do that a little later. Anyways, the next 4 measures are more or less a direct repeat of what we just played. First measure is the same. That second measure, we just saw this. Right, play our chord, D flat F, add the A flat on top, then below, A flat 7, and D flat major. And again, walk up, same chords here, and we saw it again. Beautiful. So that's the first verse, and then we get into the refrain. going to save that for the next video. But it's fun. It gets pretty epic there. So what I want to do now is just play through it at a nice, super slow tempo, the intro and the verse, and then I'll see you over at HDpiano.com to keep on trucking and learn the rest of this song. So here we go from the top. 2 and 3 and 4. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. A flat 7, back to D flat. 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. There you have it. Hope you learned something. Hope you don't feel too overwhelmed because there are a lot of crazy chords happening in there. But anyways, I hope to see you over at HDpiano.com to learn the rest. My name is Devin, and while I have you here, please like and subscribe and follow us on social media so you know what's coming next. We'll see you guys soon.